Welcome back to my kitchen, Holy Cross community, and this is our final episode of Res Hall Eats. I want to thank you for joining me during the semester for this particular series, cooking series that we've done. I hope you've been able to try some of the recipes, at least watch the episodes. Maybe they've given you some ideas of things to cook up in your Res Hall, or maybe even over the summer when you're at home. So the last day of classes is coming up next Friday, right? So I wanted to give you a recipe that's not only easy, it's no bake, and it will give you energy while you're studying. So definitely revisit this next week and the week after during your study period. We are going to make no bake energy bites, and these are Almond Joy energy bites. So they'll be sort of like the candy bar, but so much healthier. And we're using almond butter in them to make them almondy, and also some sliced almonds. I actually might chop them up a little bit. I'll see how it goes. All right, so you just need a bowl. This is a one bowl wonder. We're gonna need some rolled oats. I'm using my gluten-free rolled oats. My Bob's Red Mill, my favorite. And you need 3/4 of a cup of the oats. Actually, 3/4 of a cup plus 2 tablespoons, because I'm not using. You can also do add-ins like chia seeds, hemp seeds, flaxseed. So if you have those add-ins, do 2 tablespoons of those. But I'm taking it easy, and I'm just going to put in an extra 2 tablespoons of oats. So I have my 3/4 there. And like I said, I'm doing the 2 extra tablespoons of oats. You would do 2 tablespoons of add-ins if you have those available, like chia seeds, flax seeds, or hemp seeds. So that's my my oats. Now I'm going to put in, obviously, Almond Joy is almond and coconut, right? That's the main flavor, and chocolate. We'll get to that. I am going to put in 1/2 cup of, these are shredded coconut. It's shredded coconut unsweetened. We're going to add some honey, so you'll have some sweetness, but this is just good old-fashioned shredded coconut. Also Bob's Red Mill. I do like their products. Always gluten-free. Okay, so our nut butter is very important because that's part of the reason why it's going to stick together and form a little bite. We need, how much nut butter? 1/2 cup of nut butter. So I'm going to measure that out. I love almond butter. I feel like it doesn't have that layer of oil on top like peanut butter does. And it smells amazing. I am going to enjoy these all week as my treat, maybe my afternoon treat. All right, so 1/2 cup of your almond butter right in there. Pop it in the bowl. Oh, so much easier than peanut butter. Why don't I use that more often? Right? All right, after that, we're going to do 1/3 of a cup of any kind of thing, sweetener that's going to bind, so honey. I think you could use maple syrup too. I'm going to use honey. And we're going to do 1/3 of a cup. Oops, didn't grab a third of a cup. Hold on. Let me go into my, there we go, 1/3 of a cup. So 1/3 of a cup of honey. Nature's sweetener. Thank you, bees. I'm certainly planting a lot of flowers this year to make sure we have lots of bees around our house. So the honey. Let's pop that in there. 1/3 of a cup of honey. Okay. My dog hears me cooking, is like coming over saying, give me some. All right, so we're going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Teaspoon in there. We're going to put in 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So easy when it's one bowl, right? And then 1/2 cup of mix-ins. So for the Almond Joy one, we're going to put in 1/4 cup of chocolate chips. These dark or semi-sweet. You could use any kind. I would have liked if they were dark chocolate. But. So 1/4 cup of chocolate chips. It's okay if a couple more fall in. And 1/4 cup of chopped almonds. I'm just going to actually throw in I'm going to throw in these just sliced ones and see how it comes out. But But you can give them a little chop too. Pour those in. All right, we've got everything, right? We have our 3/4 of a cup of rolled oats with an extra 2 tablespoons. We have 1/2 a cup of almond butter, 1/3 of a cup of honey or maple syrup, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, and 1/2 a cup of mix-ins, which are our, say it, Laura. Sometimes the words don't come to me fast enough. A 1/4 of a cup of chocolate chips and a 1/4 of a cup of almonds. All right, and this, I'm going to be honest, you have to get your hands in here somehow. Make sure you have clean hands. You got to get those sticky ingredients all in there. Because for me, a spoon's not good enough sometimes. I mean, if this grosses you out, you can keep going with a spoon. But this is a good way to relieve stress while you're studying for your exams. I don't know. Just get in there, right? Make it fun. Make it a sensory experience. Yeah, it is a sensory experience. When you eat it, it's also sensory, smelling and tasting. All right. I think everything is fully incorporated. Now, all you really have to do is make the bite-sized pieces. Sometimes I do refrigerate this for a bit just to get it a little firmer. Let's see how I feel about it. I am going to have to wash my hands. Okay. But I'm going to try to do it without refrigerating just so I can show you. And I won't show you the whole thing. You can, once I show you a couple, you'll be able to get it. Okay. So I'm going to pick up about a tablespoonful. I think I should probably wash my hands. Hold on. I don't want to come close to the camera with almond butter covered fingers. All right, let's try that again. Let's make one bite and I will show you, but then definitely store them in the fridge after you're done. Just put them in a Tupperware or something and store them in the fridge. You can make these as big as you want. Like, it can be like a 2-bite snack, right? So all I did was just form it into a ball, okay? And there's enough honey and almond butter to hold it together, okay? So you could probably make about, I would say about 12 of those out of this batch. Put them on a plate. It doesn't have to be fancy parchment like this. Put them on a plate. Stick them in the fridge for about a half hour so they harden up. And then you can put them into a container all together. But I want to hear what you think. This is the last episode. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you make these while you're for your study break and enjoy your summer. It's been a pleasure coming to you from my kitchen weekly during the semester. Thank you so much.